Kia ora, welcome to Bustairs. In this video we're going to start making a bench top out of a huge slab of Macrocarpa. So Macrocarpa is a tree quite common in New Zealand, quite probably Australia too, I'm not sure, but quite common here. In fact, I'm standing underneath one right now. So this is it here. To give you an indication, this particular one, the trunk is probably about 6 or 8 feet diameter, and the shot from here doesn't really do it justice just how big this tree is. It's a big tree. Let's go on the other side. Cool new toys. So part of my tool haul was this giant router, 1/2 inch. It's got about a 70mm plunge or something. I won't pick it up because it was picking it up and playing with it that put my back out the other day, and now I can't lift the bloody thing. I also got a smaller router, much more manageable, 1/4 inch, at a 35 or 30mm plunge. It's currently got the rounding bit on it that I used for my test cuts. I also got another battery drill, 18V hammer drill, beautiful. Spare battery and a charger, and a ton of other tools which I may show you later. So here's a first peek at our bench tops. This one's still rough. This one's quite thin actually, it's about 50mm thick, and you can see it's just straight off the bandsaw. It's been sitting outside I think for about 4 years. It's got a big ugly gnarly bit in the middle there which is kind of cool. This one I have started work on, so I have, and this is like about 4 meters long, so I have planed it to get it to clean timber from that kind of been sitting outside for years look to something more fresh cut. Now I'm sanding. Sanding. Not at all fun. It's gonna take me a long time. But that's what I'm doing for the next few weeks. So here's a sneak peek at what might happen to the Macrocarpa slab. I say might happen because it's currently upside down. I'm just doing a bunch of tests to see what I like and what I don't like. So I'm going to run you through those little samples and show you what I've done. Firstly, I've looked at filling the holes. This particular hole is filled with epoxy mixed with sawdust. I actually didn't like how that looked as it went in. I've planed it, or started to plane it off, ready to sand it, but I don't think that's how I'll go. Whereas this one has epoxy with some glitter in it. Maybe hard to see the glitter till the light's directly behind me, but actually looks better in person. I have not planed this back yet, so it's just all kind of overflowed all over the place. This one here has a little bit of glitter, but because the hole is so black and so deep, it's just come out black, and it looks actually not too bad. I'm actually quite happy with the look of it. Whereas this was more shallow and much more clearly glittery. Very glittery. Really quite like the look of that. I've used simple West Systems epoxy, which seems to be the way to go. Here's another one. Nice, nice shape there. So that's probably what I'll do on the top, is fill any holes with epoxy mixed with a glitter. May even go for a actual gold flake. So the first thing I do is I plane. Actually, no, not with that. I plane with my electric planer to get the gnarly bits off, get rid of in particular these saw grooves. Then I use my belt sander. I start with a real grunty 36 just to get off any really big lips and stuff like that, then into 80, which is a really good fast removal grade, then up to 120. Also removes quite a bit, and then I switch to my random orbital at 150. I'll probably go to maybe 220 or 240 on that to get a real nice smooth finish. That's 150 there, which feels pretty good, but we'll see how it goes. I think the oil likes 220. Now of course at 150 that left this kind of grey looking, which you can see in this bit here. It doesn't have the glassiness to it, so I've just gone over by hand with, in this case, a bit of 800. I may go 400 then 800 just to really glass that up so that it's clear. So I also did a test run of cutting a wavy bit with my jigsaw and routing a top edge on it. See how that went. I'm quite happy with how that worked out. I've done 2 oil tests here. Now this one here has got the Osmo wood protector, which is it's kind of a wax stuff that makes the wood more waterproof and protects it against mould, which would probably be quite good around the bathroom area. However, it tends to make it come out a little bit darker once it's got the top oil on. And this is just top oil 3 coats, so that's 1 coat of wood protector, 2 coats of top oil, and this is simply 3 coats of top oil. Now as far as finish goes, this is these were actually a bit rough, and you can probably see the sanding grooves that I've left in them because I was keen to get the oil on from a colour perspective, but hadn't really thought through that I should have been doing it based also on a finish. But anyway, I've gone with Osmo top oil because it is, well, seemingly the ultimate kitchen oil. I've gone with Acacia, which is got a little bit of stain in it just to darken it up a little, so you can see this is actually quite a lot darker than the surrounding timber. I'm quite happy with the colour. I don't know, my wife loves matte and I'm not totally in love with it, but I can live with it. So I've gone with the West System resin. Seems it's the best, but a big chunk of that resin was these pumps. Real piece of cake. 1 squirt of that, 1 squirt of that, and we're there. Got the exact right amount every time. I've also, with it, I've gone for the slow hardener because it's summer and because I'm scared it'll set too fast. Now I'll make another video when I'm actually doing the top, but this is just an indication where I've put it on. It shrinks into the holes, so I then come back and apply a second layer. In particular for a deep hole, because of the fact it heats up and it shrinks and it bubbles. Sometimes, like this hole has had, I think, 4 layers in it, so it goes actually all the way through. Holes that go all the way through, of course, you need to tape up the bottom. Here's an unfortunate thing. Sander base is falling apart. Sacrificial, I know, however, $50 right there. So I'll have to get a new one of those. So thanks for watching. We'll leave it here for today while I get some parts for my sander. Hopefully you want to see how this turns out, so that's quite easy. Just subscribe, hit the little bell thing down there or something, subscribes maybe somewhere there, and you'll be able to catch the next video. Take care, see you soon.